Good morning, student. Today's topic of revision is chapter 4 of statistics, that is organization and classification of data. This chapter contains classification of data, meaning of variable, frequency distribution, and the two types of frequency distribution, univariate and bivariate frequency distribution. The data collected from primary and secondary sources, as we have studied in the second chapter, are known as raw data or unclassified data. This data is highly unorganized and it is very difficult to calculate any result out of this data. So, just to facilitate easy understanding, we have to organize the data in a systematic manner. So, organization of data means to present the data in a form which facilitates easy understanding of data and makes it suitable for further processing and interpretation. The most important aspects in organizing data is classification, means making the classes or groups of the data which is collected, known as raw data or unclassified data. So during classification we will make classes or groups of the data. So classification of data is a process of arranging data into different groups or classes on the basis of some common characteristics, means some common features should be there in each class, and the items relating to that particular features are classed or grouped into that particular group or class. Classification of data converts raw data into pure data. We classify data on various bases. So the basis of classification of a data can be, the first one, geographical or spatial classification, means when we classify the data based upon their location of geographical area. Like for example, agriculture yield of different countries is being given here, like country India, China, Pakistan, and the yield agriculture yield is given here in kg per hectare. So here the agriculture yield is classified on the basis of location, means country. So this is the classification known as geographical classification. The second type of classification is chronological classification, in which we classify the data according to some time period. Like here we have given the data of population of India based upon year 1971, 1981 and 1991. So this is the chronological classification. Next is qualitative classification, when the data are classified according to qualities or attributes of data such as honesty, beauty, intelligence, etc. Then the classification is referred to as qualitative or descriptive classification, because it describes the qualities of the data given. So qualitative classification can be simple, means when we are describing the data or classifying the data based upon a simple characteristics or feature, and manifold means when we are classifying the data based upon more than one or two features. Next is quantitative classification. If the data are classified on the basis of a phenomena which can be capable of quantitative measurement, like we are presenting the data on the basis of age can be presented in quantity, that is number, height, weight, sales, profit, all these can be capable of being measured into quantitative data or numerical information. So when we classify our data based upon this numerical information, it is known as numerical classification or quantitative classification. Here is an example given to us, daily earnings of 40 departmental stores. Now earnings can be measured into numbers up to 100, 101 to 200, 201 to 300. So this type of classification of number of stores into daily earnings is known as quantitative classification. Next concept is variable. Variable is a characteristics or a phenomena which is capable of being measured and generally changes its value over time. As the name suggests, variable means which vary, means which can change. So variable is a phenomena which changes its value over time. Now it can be divided into two parts. First is discrete variable. Discrete variable can take only certain integral values. Its value changes only by finite jumps, means it jumps from one value to another but does not take any intermediate value, means fractional values are not included here. Like for example, we'll talk about number of student or number of persons. So number of persons cannot be in fractions, it could be in complete numbers. So discrete variables includes only jumps or increase in complete number, like 1, 2, 4, 10, 11, 15. These are the complete numbers. So a variable which changes in complete numbers is known as discrete variable. Next is continuous variable. It is one which take any value, means it take complete as well as fractional value. Like for example, when we are classifying our data into ranges 0 to 10, so it contains points value also, like 0.5 is also there, 4.6 is also there, 5.3 is also there. So fractional value are also considered here. So this type of variable in which we include complete as well as fractional value are known as continuous variable, and it is represented in a range or a class interval. Next is frequency distribution. Frequency distribution, as we have done earlier, it is a comprehensive way to classify raw data of quantitative variable, and it shows how the different values of variables are distributed in different classes, means the class interval or ranges, and frequencies are also shown in corresponding to each class interval. It facilitates easy understanding of the data, and frequency distribution is a type of statistical series. Statistical series means it is a series in which data are organized in a proper and systematic manner, and two types of series are there: individual and frequency distribution. Individual series is one in which data is presented or listed singly, whereas frequency distribution contains two types: discrete series and frequency distribution series. Clear? So in frequency distribution, some items we have to study. First is frequency. Frequency means the number of times an item occurs itself into the series or repeat itself in the series. Class frequency means the number of values in a particular class. Class limits means two extreme end of the class. A range starts from one limit and ends at second limit. So the first limit is known as lower limit, and the last or higher value is known as upper class limit. Like for example 10 to 20. So in this class interval, 10 is the lower limit and 20 is the upper limit. Next is class width or class interval. It is the difference between the upper and lower limit of the class. Like 10 to 20, so the class width is 10 because upper limit is 20 and lower limit is 10. Class midpoint, the midpoint of value of all the class interval is known as the class midpoint, and it can be calculated by the formula upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. Class with maximum concentration of data. It is a class in which more highest frequency is being shown out there. Class with minimum concentration of data means the class with lowest frequency in the distribution. Relative frequency, it is the frequency of a group represented as a percentage of total frequency of distribution. Means when we are presenting the percentage of a group, percentage of the frequency of a particular group in throughout the frequency distribution, it is known as relative frequency, and it is calculated as frequency of the group divided by frequency of the distribution, means total number of items into 100. Types of frequency distribution. The first is discrete, in which the distribution is given in discrete variable. As we have earlier studied, that discrete variable means complete numbers, no fraction included. So here is an example given to you. It is also known as frequency array. Like here values and their frequencies are given 2, 3, 4. Now here 2, 3, 4 are the complete numbers. They are not included in any range. So such type of distribution is known as discrete series or frequency array series. Second is continuous frequency distribution, in which data is arranged in ranges or class intervals. Like here is an example given to you: marks and number of students. So marks are given in ranges 0 to 10, 10 to 20. So such type of distribution is known as frequency distribution or continuous series. Apart from this, the continuous series can be classified into other types of series. Like here is exclusive frequency distribution. Exclusive frequency distribution is a type of continuous series in which the class limits, the upper limit of the first class is equal to the lower limit of the second class. Clear? And secondly, why it calls exclusive? Reason being, in the class interval we do not include the upper limit of that class. Like 10 to 20 we are talking about, so we are not including the item 20 into that group 10 to 20. Here is an example given to us: the frequency distribution of income of 350 employees of a company. Income is given 800 to 900, 900 to 1000, 1000 to 1100. So when we are talking about the first class interval 800 to 900, there are number of employees 50, means 50 employees are earning income between 800 to 900. In these we are not including the person earning 900, because 900 is the upper limit here. We are excluding it in this class interval. This will be included in the second interval, that is 900 to 1000. Clear? So the upper limits of the interval is not included into exclusive frequency distribution. Next is inclusive frequency distribution. It is just opposite to exclusive. Here upper limit is included, it does not exclude it. Clear? Here is an example of inclusive frequency distribution. And now income is been given 800 to 899 and number of employees is 50. So here we are including 899 into this 50 employee. And you can see also here that the second class interval lower limit, it is 900, while the first class upper limit is 899. So there is a difference between the upper limit of first class and lower limit of second class. So where such a difference you can see, that distribution is generally known as inclusive frequency distribution. And where these limits are equal, then that interval is known as exclusive frequency distribution. The last topic is univariate and bivariate frequency distribution. So univariate frequency distribution means when the data is classified based upon a single variable. It aims to make description about the particular variable, and it is also known as one-way frequency distribution. Means we are classifying the data based upon a single variable or only one variable. Whereas bivariate frequency distribution means when we are classifying our data based upon two variables. Means in this under bivariate frequency distribution, value of each variable are grouped into various classes, and it aims to determine the relationship between the two values. Clear? So when one variable data is being given, it is univariate, and when more than one value, that is two variables, are given, it is known as bivariate frequency distribution.